What's up, friends and haters? It's your old pal Staggerson Jagz, and today we're gonna be shitting out a video because I haven't put out a video in way too long. I was doing so good, and then I fucked myself up and didn't do any more videos. So we're gonna just shit one out. We might shit a bunch of them out. I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. I've got a video queued up. It's only 2 minutes long. It's called 3 Questions for Atheists because these videos require zero energy. It's a calorically free transaction. And I just got to get a video out. So we're going to do the easy thing. We're going to take the fruit that's on the ground and eat it. Okay, I have not watched this yet, so we're coming in hot. We're going in raw. We are blinded by the light. All right. This guy's got 3 questions for atheists. I can only assume that I'm going to believe in God by the time that this is over. Oh, I felt like I was going to burp, and then it didn't burp. I'm going to light a cigarette now. That's what I'm going to do, because we're just padding the time out. Because I can edit this down in YouTube, but on a live stream, there's no rush. There's no big rush. All right, are your butts ready? No lube. If you put lube on, you gotta wipe it off. The fuck am I talking about? I don't know. It was supposed to be a joke. It was supposed to be funny. I was trying to make a joke. Did you laugh? What's up, Mikey? All right, here we go. Let's do this. 3 questions for atheists. Easy peasy, fruit laying on the ground content. Here we go.
Welcome to Stir and Fry. I've been thinking about 3 questions I'd like to ask atheists, that is, people who don't believe in God. These aren't meant to be gotcha kind of questions. I'm just genuinely interested in your...
Okay, that's what they always say. They always say these aren't meant to be gotcha questions. Just generally interested. We're going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. We've never met him before. He's got a very unique look on him. We're not going to hate on it, but let's go. I'm kind of digging the sweater. That's like got a Kurt Cobain vibe. Grandma sweater.
Answers, so feel free to write your answers in the comments below the video. So without further ado, here's question 1. Where do you find meaning in life? What matters most to you? What are the things that matter most to you in your life? This is probably a good question for all of us to reflect on.
Yeah, probably just the same things that matter to you, like my family, my hobbies, my video games. This is such an easy question. You're supposed to frame it as without God to give me something to work with. I assume that's what you mean. Do you love your mom because God exists? Is that how that works? I find my meaning in life wherever I want. I create my own meaning in life. Where in the Bible does it give us meaning or purpose? That's always confused me when Christians or whoever are like, how do you find any meaning in life? What's your purpose in life if you're an atheist? What's your purpose in life if you're a theist? Where do you find meaning in life? Did God give it to you? Well, if so, then what is it? Because I've read through the Bible and I don't remember him saying like, you should be a musician. You should be a YouTube atheist. You know what I mean? Like, there's no prescription in the Bible for meaning. There's just like requirements of how to act, and then you go to hell. So I really don't understand this question. It gets asked a lot, and I know you said these aren't supposed to be gotchas, and so we're not going to act like they are. It really seems like he is asking this question in good faith. I usually get geared up for these people to be hypocritical little sneaky snakes with their questions, but no, this seems pleasant enough so far. But yeah, I create my own meaning just like you do, right? And the things that matter to me in life are probably the same as the things that matter to you. Food, shelter, love, companionship, friends, internet updates. Oh, I love me some internet updates. That's it. I want to change my answer. My meaning and purpose in life is to get internet points. Next question.
Question 2. Let's get more explicitly theological. If there is a God, what would he have to do to prove his existence to you? Question 3.
Exist. No, I mean, that's a stupid answer. What, I mean, he wouldn't have to, or she wouldn't have to. It's got to be a she, right? If there's a God, it's going to be a birth giver, right? Or non-gendered or whatever. It's so incoherent, the whole entire idea. There's any number of things. I could not sit here and list all the things. There's an potentially infinite number of things that could happen or that God could specifically do to prove its existence to me. I mean, the most obvious is like come down to me and shake my hand and be like, I'm God. And then like turn my cane into a snake. That would probably do it. You know, I don't know. Existing. Like if there was any evidence of it, you act like I'm not accepting the evidence that's there, but there like is none. Or the evidence that is there is incredibly weak. Like if any of the shit in the Bible was true, that would help. Because that's a big part of the reason why I don't believe in it. Make sense. God could make sense. If God made sense, that would help. But I guess you said prove, so to prove God's existence to me, God would have to do anything that, you know what I mean? Like he could just like come down and smack me in the face, gob smack me or God smack me, whatever you want to say. It's pretty simple. It seems obvious. I think I'm overthinking this question because I want to do your question justice. Well, just like appear to me and do some kind of a magic trick that only a God could do. You know, that would work. Split the seas. I don't know. Take me to heaven and show me some stuff. Let me meet Jesus. Poke my finger through his hand like that. So far, I'm not really like overwhelmed by these questions, but it looks like the last question is going to be a lot longer. So let's get into that.
Do you want the Jesus story to be true? You may know the Jesus story already, you may think you know the Jesus story already, but in essence, Jesus shows us that God demonstrates who he is most clearly, nailed to a piece of wood, bleeding and praying for his enemies, laying down his life for us.
I want to stop him right there. That's absolutely horrifying, absolutely awful. I do not want the Jesus story to be true. Not because I'm afraid of God existing, but because I think that I don't actively not want it to be true, except for the fact that I don't want anybody to be crucified and tortured to death, because I think that's actually like a bad thing. I'm not in favor of crucifixions, generally speaking. And I also don't want, if there is a God, I don't want it to be the case that God pins my salvation on his own weird self-sacrifice so that he can save me from himself by killing himself. And then if I don't believe that, then I gotta go to hell anyway. And fuck no, I don't want that to be true. That's ridiculous. No. I mean, I really have a desire for it to not be true, mostly because of the torture shit. If it was true, like, I don't base my beliefs on what I want to be true, though. That's sort of the thing. Like, if it's true and I thought it made sense, then I would believe in it. But I personally don't believe Jesus existed at all, because right from the jump, you're doing magic, right? Born of a virgin. I don't think that happens. I don't think that normally happens in life. And like all the magic tricks that he did, yeah, that's not real. That's not real stuff. So if there was a guy then named Jesus or Josh or what, There were plenty of people by that name, actually. So there were probably a couple that went around teaching people things. Um, but that's like so far away from the story that's being told by the Bible that it can't really be considered the same guy. You know what I mean? Like, did the Buddha exist? Maybe. Was his name Gautama Siddhartha or something like that? I probably got that wrong. But was he born of a virgin? Did he sit under a tree and fight off the demons? No. So that character isn't real. That version of this man isn't real. That didn't happen. It didn't happen the way it said. Much like I believe I'm stealing this line from Matt Dillahunty, but I could be getting that wrong. Maybe I'm stealing it from someone else. But if there was a character like Robin Hood who existed back then, and then he was able to come into our time, and we showed him our stories of Robin Hood, he would be like, "Who is this guy? That's not me. That's not what I did." You know, if you go back to the early rhymes of Robin Hood, the poems and stuff, it wasn't so much about stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. It was more about like stealing from whoever came through his woods and keeping that money and giving it to his friends. So he would see our version of the legend and think that's a completely different person. So that it's by that logic that I say that I'm pretty sure Jesus wasn't real, because I'm pretty sure that that sort of magic stuff doesn't happen in reality. I don't, I guess that's my answer to that question. Let's see what else he has to say.
In order to be with us forever, because he is love. Now,
does that say that in the Bible, that Jesus is love? I don't think it does. And why can't, if God is so powerful, why do we need this weird sacrifice to happen? This human sacrifice, right? You understand that Christianity is a religion based on human sacrifice, one sacrifice instead of many. We just put all the sacrifice on one guy. It's kind of gross, man. It's kind of a fucked up thing, and I'm not really into it. Not really my style, human sacrifice.
Could you get behind the idea of a God like that?
That's a new question. That's a fourth question. I didn't know we were gonna have four. Bonus meme. We got bonus memes. Okay, no. I mean, if God was real and all powerful and all the things that it said in the Bible were true, then, to be honest, yeah, I'd probably do my best to fucking bow down and make believe that I believe or whatever, put on a good show of it, because I don't want to burn for eternity in a fiery pit with worms eating me and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm going to take my chances and say that I'm not really that scared of an afterlife, so I just don't think it's like, and the idea of a God that needs to sacrifice his own son, who is himself, to save me from the situation he created and save me from the me that he created, right? Like, why did he make me so fucked up if I'm gonna go to hell for it? Why am I such a dirty fucking sinner if God made me exactly the way he wanted me to be? That doesn't really make sense, does it? I'm just gonna go ahead and live my life the best I can, and I'm not gonna worry too much about what happens after I'm dead. And you know what? If I'm wrong, you want to Pascal's wager me? If I'm wrong, fine, I guess I'm fucking wrong. I guess I'll burn in hell forever then. Because God is love, right? Is that what you're saying?
Would you want to believe in a God like that?
If it was real, and I knew that it was real, I wouldn't really have a choice. But as it stands, I'll be honest, no, I don't really want to. I don't have a desire to believe in this evil, fucking, torturous, controlling, misogynistic, racist, xenophobic, fucking weirdo, man, that like has these rules about what kind of meat I'm allowed to eat and not, you know? Hey, what's that sweater made of?
Well, those are my 3 questions. Thank you very much for watching.
That was like
I look
5
forward to
questions,
reading
but
your
that's cool.
answers. Goodbye.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. You're not gonna read my answers. You gotta watch my video, man. You gotta watch my video. All right, so. Well, wasn't that about some bullshit? Hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't like it, go away and leave me alone. You can always subscribe. I recommend following me on Twitch, where I do this live. If you want to give me money, that's pretty cool. I want to make this my job because I don't have a job, and this could be a job. So if you subscribe to my Patreon, I would love that a lot. Just a ton. I think that would be great. But other than that, if you want to help support the channel, do like I said and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share this video to Twitter. That'd be neat.